Hello, everybody. This is Elisha Keating from WisdomSeekers.net. Again, emphasis on the .net. And this is for November 10th to the 16th, 2019. Earth, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And I'm just going to jump into it. The first card I got is Clarity of Belief, which will probably be explained quite... Oops, there goes some stuff. It will probably be explained quite nicely in the weekly. And so the first thing is Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is all about abundance. It's a physical abundance. It's a earth card, but from the physical standpoint, lots of energy, lots of physical acquiring, our ability to acquire things physically. That would include food, nice clothes, things like that. And that covers it as Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is about drawing things together, bringing things to make a whole, a completion. And what's behind you, what caused this week to come into play the way it did is Queen of Pentacles. And as an energy, the Queen of Pentacles has more to do with confidence, being sure of yourself, being aware of how the world sees you, but okay in the way the world sees you. Whether they're right or wrong, it doesn't matter as long as you display confidence. And what's just happening right now, or just below us, is the world. And that is a full complement. You've got the physical world, you've got the spiritual world. And the spiritual world comes into play. That generally means that things are becoming stronger. Your clairs are becoming stronger. Your psychic senses are becoming stronger. It's not the whole thing about it. It's a spiritual card. You have more communications, or you're in contact with people who have communications until you are confident in what you receive for yourself. This could be a very good week, actually. So the week will start out with Three of Cups, a celebration and it's a good time to celebrate. The fall is a good time to be aware of all the positives in your life. What's coming up, though, there's a deep change. So though the week starts out really good and positive and you're on top of the world, and this is not a negative card, this is actually extremely positive card, but usually denotes that things are going to be a little stressful. That something from your subconscious is coming up and is going to be in play. So what's supporting us? First of all, you're going to find that you're frustrated. You don't know how to get out of this negative energy. And it's not negative energy. It feels negative. What is happening is it's coming up for you to release it. And with you just look at lessons as, oh, I get to release that, rather than oh, I'm hurting again. Oh, poor me. The poor me kind of is and I do it occasionally myself. The poor me is basically a waste of time. If you can get through that stage really fast and get to the place where you figure out why it's happening, then it's much better. You have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is... it's all about healing. It's all about self-knowledge. And when you have self-knowledge, you heal. And that's exactly what I was trying to say. Take the time to figure out why, what's causing this, what is in me that's attracting this, and you will heal. And when you heal, it will. Well, the two cards basically go together. You will become more psychically aware, more in tune with what's happening. But it will also pull in the energy from the higher levels, which can be spread around and will push the old energies out, bringing in the new energy. And with the new energy, the faster, not the faster, the smoother we can bring in the new energy, the quicker the old energy will be pushed out, and the faster we will have a mellowing of the energies. Until that energy is mellowed out, there really is no place for for to relax, to rest, to be happy. We can be happy anytime. That's a choice. So clarity of belief is clarifying your belief system of thinking. I think we had this same card actually for fire, same place. So after you've done that, then you get to shine. And once you shine, and you look at her, right? She's got energy coming out of her heart chakra, and she's joyful. When you know who you are, there's always more to learn. As long as we're here in the physical, there's more to learn. Even on the other side of the veil, there's more to learn. But once you figure out that each time you learn, it's a larger, it's stronger. We become happier. We become more confident in who we are, and that is the most important thing of all. Okay, is that we develop into who we truly are. And we're not our ego, we're not our mind. We are simply a part of the universe that is magnificent. And if you don't believe it, daydream about what you look like without a body. Okay? And you'll see that it's bright and shiny and gorgeous. Okay, I'm ready.
Deborah Love asks, does my mom think I'm a drug dealer? Hello, by the way.
Pardon?
Hello, by the way.
So your mom. What she said to me was, my daughter wouldn't do that sort of thing. So whatever she says doesn't mean that's what she thinks. And I do get a strong sense of pride from your mother. I mean, let's put it this way. My father always said the worst things about me to me. But to other people, he'd say how wonderful I was. So some parents just don't know how to say the nice things, but that doesn't mean they don't feel the nice things. And sometimes they say the most god-awful things, but that's not what they're feeling. They just think that's how you're supposed to train people. You know better. I know better. They don't. So go with that and realize you are the mature person in this relationship. Okay? It's not easy. It's just the way it is. And we do, a lot of spiritual people have come into very broken families, and we've done it for a reason. And the reason is, if we can help bring these people up into light, then we've broken a bit of the backs of the dark. So go with that and realize it's a hard job, but somebody's got to do it, and you chose to do it. Makes you a hero. You still have to deal with the mom factor. You still have to deal with the family factor. And again, it is not easy. So all I can say is good luck, and just remember, you're the adult. Okay?
Next.
Mm-hmm.
Maria Herrera says hello.
Hi, Maria.
Kim Z says, will I ever be able to pay off my $10,000 debt anytime soon?
You might take a bit of effort, but you have that ability, you have that capability of paying it off. One of the best things you can do about that is recognize that you will pay it off, and then allow it to be less important than it is. Once you don't own it, it will become it becomes easier for you to deal with. Having said that, I would recommend highly you go listen to our meditation tape that Nikki did. We talked at length about attracting wealth to ourselves and self-sabotaging. Well, we didn't actually use the word self-sabotaging, but that's basically what it amounts to. And what you can do, not what you can do about it, but what is coming up in regards to money matters and attracting wealth. There are ways of doing it that don't put you into poverty. Okay. I highly recommend that you go listen to her. We talked for nearly an hour, mostly because it was just fascinating. And then she did a small meditation at the end, but the talk is what will be fascinating for you. And I do highly recommend that you.
It's on our Facebook page. The link is in the description. It is not yet on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm backlogged on a lot of our Facebook videos that are going to one day be up on YouTube. Bessie Maya asks, I'm Virgo. I'd like to know what Helen is thinking about me. We are both female.
Helen. Yeah, they're both female names, so it seems like she has a great deal of curiosity about you. She's very interested in she wants to find out more about you before she makes a decision, but her interest is definitely piqued. I'm not sure, even though her interest is definitely piqued, I'm not 100% sure Helen is in the market for a relationship per se. It might be she's only interested in I don't know how to say this, slap and tickle. But doesn't mean it won't change in the future. Okay? I mean, she's very interested in you as a person, though, and it might be that is where you want to start. Okay.
Maria Herrera asks, any advice from my guides? Thanks.
Well, they're saying that they were about to say you should get out and exercise more, and then they go, oh no, don't worry about that, you've got the dog now. The dog is good for you in that it gets you out and about, out of the house and out and move mobile. So they are tickled pink, actually, about because that dog is going to shake up your life a lot, and it's going to be very positive. So uh, they're just sort of sitting there being pleased with you, and that's the best news. And they do suggest you get most of the exercising done before dark, which means you've got a lot of you've got a lot of the dog's got a lot of energy, right? So that means you've got a lot of things to do during the day, because they're not recommending you go out so much at night.
Coming from a dog trainer standpoint, make sure the dog is well socialized with people and other dogs.
Yeah.
Just because dogs are pack animals, they need to be allowed to understand.
Well, the Akita, they're very family oriented. They're not so much. They're not really keen on.
No, but it should still be.
But they should
socialized, so they know how to act around other people and dogs.
Yeah, so they know that so that they behave properly around dogs and other dogs and humans and stuff.
Because like one of our dogs, when we first got him, he was not socialized properly, and we don't have him around other dogs except for the 2 other dogs in our house.
Because
and the people in our house.
But they're slightly different there.
They are slightly different, but again, that he wasn't properly socialized, and that is a big hang up on him for his social anxiety. Yeah. Anyhow, just as a semi-trained dog trainer myself, it's just good to do.
Yeah, it is.
And it forces you to meet new people as well.
Yep.
Okay. Maria Munoz asks, I spoke to a friend last night that I haven't spoken to in 9 years. How does he feel about me?
He enjoyed himself. He was a little bit surprised at how you've changed in a pleasant way. Mostly I just get a sense of pleased surprise. At this point, it hasn't gone beyond pleased surprise. So if you're thinking that you're interested, wait a week, reach out and suggest a cup of coffee or something.
S. Starzy asks, hello, thank you for sharing. Can you tell me what the angels want to share with me? Thank you so very much. Many blessings to you and yours.
I think they would like you to. They don't want you to settle. That's the last thing on their minds. They want you to try a little less hard, and that doesn't come out the way they intended. They want you to it would be to your benefit to push less and accept more. I don't know how to explain that properly. They're worried that you're putting your whole effort into it, but it will. But if you, as I always say, go a little slower, you get there faster. So there goes my time. So please Don't try to rush things. Let things happen in their natural timing, and you'll find that things go actually faster than when you push it. Okay, so natural timing, even though it feels like, oh, it's never going to happen, is actually the timing, that the universal timing is actually the best timing you can have. So please consider putting yourself under less stress and enjoying life a bit more. Smell the well, in your case, I think enjoy the cooking, the odor of the cooking rather than the roses, and just go from there. But spend more time enjoying what you have right now. You're working too hard. Okay, but they're obviously pleased with you.
And Jali asks, "Hi Elisha, can I get a personal reading? So nervous now as nearly their heart. Need message from my guides for coming days."
Okay. So your guides say breathe deep, ground, and they're saying don't worry. The worrying is taking up so much of your energy that you can't. You're not being able to do as much as you can. And honestly, I do understand that. I get stressed out and nervous too. But the more you breathe and the more you ground and the more you allow your mind to just be without the mouse trap or the squirrels going around, the easier what's coming up will be for you. And the easier it is, the gentler things will happen. Okay, and they seem to think that you've got it in the bag, actually. All right, good luck. Very much good luck. Breathe. Deep, not just shallow, deep.
Shailene Willard.
Mm-hmm.
Shailene. I've been plagued with bad luck lately. Any advice?
I think you need a clearing. So when I went in to check, there just seemed to be a little bit of dark matter around. It's just a clearing. It's simple. If you give me permission, I can do it. Okay.
Lashana Bass says, "I'm a 28-year-old female, and I'm wondering when will I have children and will I find the person, the father of the said children?"
28, you're still young, but your biological clock has kicked in. Nowadays, most people don't have children until they're in their 30s. But you'll find the father before you find the babies, and it's not that far away. But you might be still in your 30s. So take the next 2 years, enjoy. I do see a little girl, and the next one could possibly be another little girl. But there is a potential for a little boy as well. And they look like happy children. And the man feels like a happy man. So it feels like when it's time, and really 28 is still young, in my opinion, to have children and family, because the 20s you should still be exploring life and learning about life. 30s, things will shift and change for you. and you will be very, very, you will enjoy you're having your family. And you're not one of these people who's going to end up stressed out because the baby has diarrhea, and it's coming out to the top of his jammies and things like that. You're just going to pick them up, clean them off, and be quite content. You're going to be a very good Earth Mother. Don't rush it. The Earth Mother comes when it's time, and everything will fall into place in its time. Good luck.
Angela Patterson says, "Hi, Elisha and Elle. Hope you are both well." Lori Dotson says, "Hello, Elisha
Lori.
and Elle. Sending love and light and blessings to you and yours and everyone else here."
Thank you.
Jasmine Moore says, "Hi, guys." Angela Patterson asks, "If you're doing questions, I'm just wondering the soft touch on my head had last night. Oh, just wondering what the soft touch on my head was last night, and the light I saw a light purple sparkle when I closed my eyes, and I saw faces was it my guides trying to talk to me? Thank you."
Not necessarily trying to talk to you, just to let you know that they're there, and that they're pleased with you. But it's definitely purple. Is purple, royal blue are the colors of the guides. So if you see the purples and blues, know that the guides are around, and they sort of gave you a bit of a blessing. So enjoy it. That's a really nice one. Congratulations. Okay.
Yeah.
You're talking to somebody, huh?
No, I'm just adding more information. Maria Herrera's dog a brand new bed that she just bought him.
Ate it, right?
Ate it, yeah. So I'm just telling her, Lori and I are just telling her to get him better chew toys, and I suggested antlers.
And just give him a blanket. Don't waste your money on toys. I'm sorry. Our dogs have eaten so many beds.
Or like when they were younger, when we first got dog beds, they peed on them a couple of times. So
yeah, because they love them so much.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I just get old blankets, toss them down, and the dogs don't care. They're fine.
They also join us on bed and sleep with us in our beds. So
yeah, and he's a puppy. He's gonna eat everything in sight
for at least a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah, minimum. And after 2 years, that dog will be the very best dog in the world. That breed is renowned. But they take 2 years to grow up, and you've got 7 months under your belt already. But yeah, I'm sorry, dogs eat everything in sight. Yeah. Lift everything up that's important.
Yep. Anyhow,
and antlers, best one, because they can't. They clean their teeth and they don't break.
They're biodegradable and they last a fairly long time.
Yeah, a long time. We have antlers
everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
So Jasmine Moore asks, will I be able, as you can tell, we love talking dogs.
I just think it's hilarious because I have bought so many dog beds. No more.
Yeah. All right, back to the questions. Jasmine Moore, will I be able to make good music if I continue on my desired path?
So the first thing, I closed my eyes and I got yes. And I think you already know that. And you're just wanting somebody to affirm it for you. Well, yes, your guides affirm it. I affirm it, even though I haven't heard your music. And what you need to do, and I apologize for the word need, is to stop thinking so much and start feeling more when you write and when you do your music. You're a little too much in your head. You're a little too, is it going to be good enough? Instead of going, is it going to be good enough? Go, I can feel the fire in my fingers and I can feel the energy moving through me, and I'm going to go with the energy, and just go with the energy and do it from the heart. You've got this. Okay.
Lori Dawson asks, any messages from my guides? Mercury retrograde is kicking my donkey. LOL.
So just ignore Mercury donkey. Mercury retrograde. I do. You guys seem to think there's a big joke going on, and it partly is. I suspect that because you expect Mercury retrograde to be a pain in the donkey, that it is. So I never think about it. I go, yeah, Mercury retrograde. That's like a third of like more than half, most of the year here, because we have 3 a year, and they last like 26 days. It's it's happening. So just go with the flow, and the guys are going, yeah, go with the flow. Stop worrying about everything, and that which is supposed to be will be. But your guys are hilarious, so start talking to them more. You may not feel an answer, but start talking to them more. Okay.
Okay. Jeanette Preston says, hello, everyone.
Hi, Jeanette.
Yasmin Fox asks, what are the qualities and characteristics of my future partner? Thank you.
He's a bit of a workaholic. He will be till he's like 45, 50. And that's going to frustrate the hay out of you. But at the same time, he's a very good provider. He looks after things. He pays the bills on time. And he's probably not got the romantic soul that you would like him to have. But and he's very solid. He's very dependable. He's a nice human being. Not when you fall in love with him, you see all the wonderful possibilities. You don't see what he really is. And so you get a little frustrated with him at first, but long term, and I mean long term, the relationship is going to be good. It's going to be solid, and you're going to have communication skills between the two of you that you just sort of look at each other, and you speak volumes. So it will start out magnificent because you see him with rose-colored glasses. You're going to get really frustrated with him, and then you're going to realize he really is the love of your life. And maybe that's not what you asked, but that's what you got. Okay.
Malipala asks, hi, Alicia and Al, will I get pregnant with Gemini?
I got a really strong yes on that one. So just be careful. That may not be what the two of you want. So don't rush it. At least I don't suspect you should rush it. I think it would be to do it on purpose would be a mistake. To actually do it by accident would be fine. Okay, and I do believe it will be a happy accident. I mean, happy on both sides. But I can also tell you that's not what he wants. At least he thinks that's not what he wants. But if it happens naturally, it will work fine. It will be lots of there'll be lots of love there. Okay.
When you say on purpose, do you mean them not happening and them not communicating about wanting children?
Basically, yeah. I mean, with you,
So-
if you forget to take your pills on purpose without telling him, that would be one thing. But but and with you ask him, he's probably going to say he doesn't want kids. But if it's an accident, and truly, when the kid wants to come in, it will come in. So basically what I'm saying is don't contrive to have it, but allow it to happen. And that sounds really strange.
I mean, I think she gets the point.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Emily Aquine says, "Hi, Alicia. I love your name."
Thank you. I like it too.
She asks, "I would like to know if Spirit Guide has any messages about my health."
Your health. Okay, that was a very strong eat better. And that doesn't really tell you very much unless you know how to eat better, because there's a lot of information. And I'm going to say something, put my foot in it. The government's food guide, not healthy. This is a place where you need to do some research for yourself. Look up GMO foods, look and what they do to your body, because GMO foods, they have, I don't know what the proper name is, but they have Roundup in it. It doesn't supposedly hurt the body, but we are not a single unit. We are made up of units of, we're like a conglomerate. Our body's a conglomerate. And in our stomach, we have flora and fauna. That Roundup kills the flora and fauna in the body. And I know this. I had to do some research because when we moved back from Mexico, my daughter was sick. Had a constant stomach ache for months. And so I started doing research. And when I went off GMO foods and went on to organic and non-GMO foods, her stomach issues cleared up. So it's expensive, but there are, and lactose, probably stay away from lactose, which means cheese on special occasions, milk never. But there's many ways of eating that are very healthy, and actually you get to a place where you prefer it over you do actually end up preferring the flavors and everything. White sugar, anathema, horrible for you. But that's all the white sugar is GMO'd and made from beets. So get cane sugar, and cane sugar is a healthier sugar, because and especially if it's not completely made into, because white sugar, they take everything out of it, and that's the same with salt. Get sea salt, not so much nowadays, but Himalayan salt. Just do your research, do your studying, and your guides will really, watch your diet. And it might be that you think you're eating really well, but there's a lot of foods out there that are GMO'd, and they're potatoes. Don't eat anything but organic potatoes, because they have so much herbicides that go down and they're sucked up by the roots. You just amazed. It's amazing what the food does. What regular store bought food can do for you. Also, much as it's a pain in the butt, make things from scratch, and then do your research. We still eat hot dogs. We buy specific special hot dogs that are made slightly healthier. But that was one of the foods I didn't want to give up. So we eat hot dogs. And there are going to be things you don't want to give up. You find a workaround.
And the foods that we don't want to give up are not foods that we eat on the daily either.
Like hot dogs.
Like hot dogs. So, yeah, it can be your cheat day food.
Yeah.
T. Garnet says hello.
Hi.
The Polynesian princess says, "You're back." Lori
I
Dodson
am.
says, "So are you." I also said, "So are you," at the same time as Lori Dodson.
So that's a jinx.
Yeah. Trayvon G says, "Hello. I'd like to know what would be the outcome if I tell my friend who is a Taurus that I'm romantically interested in her."
That could be very interesting because Taurus are notoriously.
And the person asking is a Capricorn.
Okay.
That helps.
No, it doesn't make a difference to me. I don't really understand astrology. I do this because people like it, but I go by energy. I think she might be receptive to the idea. I don't know that she will accept the idea after she's thought about it, but I think she might be I actually think if you do it properly and not just casually, because Taurus are romantic, take her out, buy her favorite whatever drink latte, and sit her down and say, "Hey, this is how I feel about you." And don't do it in such a casual way that it's just like, "Hey, I like you." Do it in such a way that that it's a little bit romantic. And I think she may not be adverse. What I would do first, though, is make sure she has nobody she's dating or committed to first, because you want to wait. If she's if she's in a committed relationship, you do not want to tell her until that relationship is no longer committed. And I can tell you that if it won't be long for her to be free. You wait a little bit for the angst to go down, then you tell her. But she's free and easy, go tell her now. And it might be you will have a really wonderful Christmas, Thanksgiving because of it.
The time currently, Lori Dotson, is 1:26 p.m. She asked what time it was.
Oh, yeah, you're in New Zealand, right?
Lori Dotson is from
the
East Coast.
East Coast. We're 3 hours difference.
Yeah. T. Garnet says, "Hello, I would like to know if my boyfriend is being deceitful. We've been in a relationship 3 years. Thank you."
You want to know if he's being deceitful?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a distinct yes or no. What I did get was he's getting a little bored with the relationship, which means you need to, if you want to keep him, that is, you need to stop being so predictable. And you would be very wise to stop being so available. So he's used to well, Friday night we do B, Saturday night we do C, Sunday morning we do A, you know. So switch it up. Be do something that is who you are, but you haven't done it for a while. Say, okay, Sunday morning, I'm going to go hiking, and you want to come, you're welcome. If you don't, well, goodbye, and walk out the door. Well, give him a chance to answer, of course. Shake it up, make it new again. I bet yourself you're bored as well. And I think that will right any situation. It might be that he has been thinking about being deceitful. He might have even contacted and talked to certain people. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not getting that it's actually happened. So shake it up. Change. Do something. Do something you would have done at the beginning of the relationship.
Court each other again.
Yeah, go sit in his lap. And I don't know, you know him well. Give him a lap dance.
I know. I understand.
Yeah, but shake it up. Tell him, okay, we're going out for supper on me. If he pays traditionally, and if he doesn't pay traditionally, then you said you're taking me out for supper. Shake it up. Make him aware that you're this tantalizing, untapped female who still has a lot of mystery. And men like mystery. They are the hunters. Make him hunt. Don't say yes to everything. Say, let me think about it. Or, yeah, you're going to have to work for that one, sweetie. Okay? Good luck. Have fun, by the way. Make it fun.
Dulcimea says thank you.
You're welcome.
Maria Herrera says yes, lots of energy.
Yeah. Those dogs are renowned for energy.
The Polynesian princess says, I came to stop by and say hello again. I feel so happy and energized right now. And by the way, Elisha, my room feels very peaceful.
Perfect. I am so happy. And I'm assuming you spritzed it with rosemary and swept everywhere. And good. And let me know if it changes again.
Maria Herrera says, thank you so much. Mariam Rashid asks, I was wondering if Spirit has any messages for me about me spiritually.
Okay. They show me you being a very devout individual. And now they're suggesting that you start questioning what you believe. And that goes for everybody. Anybody who's on the spiritual path, with you're at a level, start questioning it, because it's only true at that particular level. When you go up a level, it no longer is necessarily a truth. So truth changes. Truth is not stagnant. It does not stay in place. Follow your heart. Your heart knows the truth. And when something happens and you get this, no, it doesn't feel right, but I have to respect my elders or whatever, whomever. Go back to your heart, because your heart is your master, and the heart knows for truth or for sure. All right. So your guides are very pleased with you. They're really happy with what you're doing. And quite frankly, I love the colors that you wear. They're very beautiful, very rich. Okay. And I don't know why the quite frankly was in there, because it's not important. But I do love the colors you wear.
Puzzle of Life says, hi, any great news to expect to happen for me this month from my guides? Thank you.
They seem to think there's something coming, and they're quite excited about it. It does seem to have something to do with rhythm. I don't know, maybe you're in a drumming circle or something, because it sounds almost like drums, but it's a rhythmic. And your guides were getting right down and boogieing with it, that's for sure. So something wonderful is happening in your social scene, is what I would gather from that. And your guides are really, yeah, they really like it. Okay.
S Starzy says, thank you. Okay. Blossom 11 asks, what's coming up for me this month? Anything positive? Thank you.
You're going to hear something that's going to be, because what your guide showed me was them whispering in your ear. So that would say that you're going to hear something very positive coming this year, this month. And it's going to take you a while to believe it. It's not that it's not believable. It's just you didn't feel it was something that was coming to you so fast or so quick. And it's sort of like, I don't believe this. And it obviously it's very nice. So it's not coming in the next week or so, but it is coming in November. Don't expect it. Allow it. Okay.
Anjali says, I've messaged you on Messenger. Love you.
Okay, thank you.
Tay at 2637 asks, hello, are there any spiritual abilities I have that I don't know about or need to strengthen?
Every spiritual ability you have, you continue to work on and strengthen. It doesn't matter what it is, and from doing that, you'll discover that you have a lot more strength, and things that are not written in the books, you'll discover you have already, and you will be able to work with them quite nicely. You're actually a very powerful young lady, and at this moment, and I apologize for what I'm about to say, at this moment, you're allowing your empathic abilities to mess you up. So get your energy, realize that they are just simply a part of who you are, and they're meant to be a tool. They're not meant to control you. They're not meant to to stop you in your tracks. They're just a tool. And when you realize they're just a tool, you can go forward from that, and you will be amazed at the things you will be able to do. So, as I said, you're a very powerful young lady, and you haven't begun to tap your potential. And yes, I could tell you more, but it's more fun to discover them. It's more fun to discover them. You go, yeah, but I can't do that. But you just did it. But okay, you're right. I just did it. And then you go there and you work on it and you expand it and you get more. And people say, hey, can you do this? And you say, I don't know, but I'll try. And go from there.
Jennifer Schwab says, hello, do you see my oldest daughter, Haley, getting pregnant soon?
Does Haley want to know this? At the moment, Haley feels really tired. And the idea of being a mom kind of exhausts her. I think she's working, and how do you not do this? But I think she's working too hard. And her energy is kind of just really exhausted. Like she doesn't have the energy to think about it, which probably means her body is a little bit out of whack. I would suggest that you buy her some bamboo salt, because it feels like there's a mineral or vitamin, a mineral that's a little out of whack, and make sure and tell her to get her iron checked. At this point, I think it would not be to her benefit to have a baby. I would wait until she's a little less tired, and it might simply be that she needs a variety of nutrients over. And I'm sure she eats well, but there's so many things that people don't realize. So look into the bamboo salt, because that has like 90 plus minerals and things, and maybe Shackley's vitamins or then things like that, because I do know Shackley's is a quality. And
is Shackley a Canadian specific?
I'm not sure. I do know a Canadian woman who's a really good friend of mine who does sell Shackley, and I could ask her if it's American or not.
She is also on our group.
Yeah, her name is
Facebook,
and I can't pronounce her name.
Kristen Hennigan.
It's spelled Hennigan, but it's pronounced something differently.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm sure she wouldn't mind.
She goes under Kristen Louise, and she has been on our. She's done talks on health and things, and I think on Tuesday of next week, she will be doing a live on Wisdom Seekers again.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. She is a fabulously interesting young lady.
Mm-hmm.
And she's young to me, but she's got a 9-year-old son, and so she's not, she's lived life. But yeah, I do know Shackley is I do believe it's American though.
It might be. I've only ever heard it in Canada.
It might have a different name in the States, yeah. But I recommend it, and she can give you a name of a practitioner.
A
salesperson in the States if you're interested.
Yeah.
But the quality is really important, because you can buy vitamins anywhere, and it's whether it's quality or not makes a difference.
Also, reach out to Linda Johnson.
Again, we told you about her, right?
Yeah, she as well should know what to do to help.
Oh, very much. And there's things you can do health food wise that help promote the nutrition in the womb. So anyhow, there's a lot of things you can do. I don't feel that she's not capable of having children. I just feel that she's a little too tired to have children at the moment. And she's working so hard, working long hours or something.
Yeah. So Mimi asks, how does Dario feel about me?
Mimi and Dario. He's slowly moving towards you. And when I say slowly, I mean really slowly. It's like he goes this way, and then goes this way, and he goes this way, and he goes this way. But each time he goes sideways, he also moves forward a step. He likes you, but I don't know about these guys. They seem to be a lot of them are terribly afraid of what they will encounter. He doesn't know. The guys do not seem to be the kind to jump into relationships quickly, but he is moving towards you. How fast? Well, I can't promise you fast, but he is it's a general movement towards you. Okay.
Tari Avalos says, hello, do my spirit guides have any messages for me?
They seem to think you're doing quite well. They're pleased with you. I suspect what they're trying to tell me is, because they weren't very clear, was that you need to replenish your soul occasionally with with whatever replenishes your soul. If it's music, just sit in the dark and listen to music, or go to a Phantom of the Opera or something like that. Go out, just replenish your soul a little bit, because you're so intent on working, spiritually working, and physically working, of course, because you need that to survive, that you're not replenishing your soul enough, and you will get burnt out, or you'll just go, okay, I'm done. I can't do any more. So replenish your soul. Basically, that comes down to loving yourself enough to look after yourself. Okay. Have we been on an hour yet?
Yep.
So how many more do we have?
1, 2.
Okay, let's do
maybe
2.
3.
Okay, let's do the 3 and cut it off.
Okay. AP asks, do my spirit guides have any messages for me regarding next year? Thank you.
Basically, what your spirit guides are saying, that for 2020, it should be a steady progress. Don't do spurts, and don't back off. Just do slow, steady progress. And there'll be times in 2020 you feel like you're buffeted by bright, heavy winds. But if you stay grounded and keep on going forward, the winds will dissipate, because it's, again, merely a lesson, and you can get through everything that comes your way, and the sun will come out, and things will be better. So basically, they're saying, be steady, progress steady, and of course they want you to know that they're very pleased with you. Okay.
Lily Dulo asks, can I ask general energy surrounding me, especially regarding work and finances? Thank you a lot.
Okay. So it appears that your energy for money is starting to, and work is starting, the energy that's been there is starting to shrug off and leave, so that there's fresh energy coming in. What I would recommend is, in your imagination, clean up the old energy as much as you can. Get rid of it. Take it to recycling. whatever, and call in the fresh new energy. It does appear that 2020 will be a brand new year for you, which it is for everybody. But there is, and you're a very positive human being. I know you. I know you've got a gentle soul, but also it appears that 2020 should be a little bit more forgiving when it comes to money and a job. Because the energy is shifting now. The old energy is shifting out. Okay.
Baby Maharaj asks, "Hello, ladies. I sent in a job application. Am I getting the work? Thank you."
You just need to send in 2 more applications in 2 other places, or maybe the same place, different jobs, because there does appear that there's a job, but it's not the one you're expecting. So keep up sending applications in. It's almost there. Okay.
All right. And do you have energy for one more?
Yeah.
Okay. Toffee H asks, "Am I really connecting to spirit?"
Well, your guides are doing the yay yay dance, so I think so. they're yeah. I would say you're really connecting to spirit. Follow your heart. If it doesn't feel right here, it ain't right. If your ego says one thing, but your heart goes, it ain't right. But if your heart says it is, then your mind goes, yes, but.
That's right.
And you say, head, I'm the boss. Give me ways about how to deal with it. And the heart will go, the head will go, okay, I could do that, A, B, C, and D. Ego will go, yeah, let me help. And because the ego is supposed to be the servant, it will be very happy to help. If things go with the ego goes, yeah, but you say, okay, stand back and rethink this ego. But yes, you are doing a great job of connecting to spirit, always through the heart. Okay.
Jennifer Schweb, and I guess Haley Schweb, says, "Thank you. Haley appreciates your wisdom and your help to make her feel better and prepare for a baby in the future. She's with me listening to your great advice. Hugs."
Okay, yeah. Look, talk to Linda. I know there's things that you can get at the health food store that will help a great deal.
Mm-hmm.
No job is worth putting all your energy into it. So one thing I used to say to my ex was, when you're no longer an engineer 4, you're not going to be X the engineer 4. You're going to be X retired. How are you going to feel? So remember, doesn't matter who you work for unless you're working for yourself. You don't owe them your life. You just owe them as much as you owe them what they pay for, nothing more. Okay? So don't exhaust yourself so much.
And just along the same lines, don't wait for one day.
Yeah, because one day's never going to happen. The only time you have is right now.
Anyhow, Tay says, "Thank you. I will definitely take your advice and I will work hard on my abilities." I didn't say work hard.
Allow, enjoy, have fun. Don't work hard. That is an old world concept. Nowadays, we're enjoying this. This is fun. I love it. And personally, I love working in the energy. And people message me and say, "Can you do this?" I said, "Well, I've never done it. Let me try." And I find out I can do things that I didn't know, but I do it because it's my passion. I don't work at it. Okay.
I will make sure they don't control me. I'm also very surprised to hear that I have lots of power.
I'm not. But then that's my job, isn't it, to feel what energy of people. Okay. Is that it?
That's it. So we might maybe come back for another
We
video
might.
today.
So that would give us most of Saturday just to veg.
Yeah.
And we haven't been able to veg for a long time.
So ring that bell for notifications so you are informed the next time we go live.
Yes.
Either later today or
Saturday,
tomorrow, which will be the norm. And with that, Monday Erin or you will be doing an hour Q&A?
Probably between 3 a.m.
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
Waking up that early.
Yeah, me neither. Never, ever. 3 p.m. Pacific time to 6 p.m., depending on who's doing it. Okay. So good luck. Have fun. And as always, it always is my pleasure to be here with you.
We'll see you all later.
Namaste. Namasko.
Bye.
And yes, I did steal that from somebody else because I think it's hilarious.
Super funny.